After the niceties were out of the way, embattled Attorney General Alberto Gonzales sought to convince senators he acted properly by firing the 8 prosecutors.
While reasonable people might decide things differently, my decision to ask for the resignations of these U.S. attorneys is justified and should stand.
But he ran into a buzzsaw of criticism.
Is this really performance-based, or do these people just run afoul of personality conflicts in the office, and we were trying to make up reasons to fire them because we wanted to get rid of them?
Sir, I think if you look at the documentation, I think you can see that there is documentation supporting these decisions.
Mr. Attorney General, most of this is a stretch.
How can you know that none of them were removed for improper reasons? How can you give us those assurances since you had a limited involvement, the process wasn't vigorous, and you left it basically to somebody else?
The Attorney General told Senator Arlen Specter he prepares for every hearing, but dozens of times he couldn't remember events he was asked about.
I think your credibility has been significantly impaired because of the panorama of responses you have made.
And while the White House reiterated the president's support for Gonzales, another Republican joined the call for him to step down.
I believe you ought to suffer the consequences that these others have suffered, and I believe the best way to put this behind us is your resignation.
While Republicans and Democrats took turns attacking Gonzales for the way the firings played out, there wasn't any one big knockout punch. And despite calls for his resignation, Gonzales stood his ground, saying he'll remain on as long as he feels he is effective. And he says right now he continues to be. Jerry Bodlander, The Associated Press, Capitol Hill.